Tom's Life by Andrew Carey and Seth Matson. Welcome to Country. We acknowledge the central Arrante elders and custodians of the Mante Nation and their descendants. We acknowledge the impact that colonisation has had on Indigenous Australians, and as active participants in reconciliation, we are respectively committed to moving forward together in unity. The story begins. This digital story will follow the life of an Aboriginal boy named Tom. The journey will begin with his family structure and progress through his experiences through the education system, whilst examining how Bronfenbrenner's social ecology model explains the dynamic relationships that will impact either directly or indirectly upon Tom's experience. To address issues such as social justice, equity and equality, and difference and disadvantage, it is important to understand the levels of influence a child like Tom is exposed to. Bronfenbrenner's social ecology model offers an approach to understanding the different contexts a child like Tom will find themselves exposed to. Bowes, Grace and Hayes. At the centre is the individual. Tom is from a low socio-economic background and is the eldest of 4 children who live with their mother in housing trust accommodation. Tom's dad left when he was 2 years old, and his siblings are from other partners his mother has had over time. His mum stays at home looking after the 3 younger children. She has never had the opportunity to pursue further education since falling pregnant with Tom when she was 16. The family barely survives on Centrelink payments. As a result of this low income, the family live below the poverty line. Further to this, as a result of growing up in a low socio-economic environment, there is a high chance Tom has not received the opportunities to undergo experiences that would see him developmentally ready for beginning learning. Australian Research Alliance for Children and Youth. Tom attends a regional school where the Indigenous population comprises about 10% of the total population. Some elements of the community have quite racist views, which are not helped by continued conflict between Indigenous and non-Indigenous. The school is working hard to ensure that these racist views do not continue into the next generation, as the majority of Tom's peers are white middle-class students. Tom has minor conductive hearing loss due to otitis media, and this has caused behavioural issues in the classroom. This results in a poor attitude toward Tom from his peers, as they lack empathy towards his disruptive behaviour, which further influences him negatively. This influence exists as a microsystem within Bronfenbrenner's social ecology model, Bowes et al. The microsystem is a face-to-face setting and also includes his family, school, church group and health services as one of the direct influences in Tom's life, Bowes et al. To address this inequity, his teacher must work hard to foster a sense of community in the classroom, McDevitt and Ormrod. As well as taking measures to support Tom's hearing loss, a sense of community can be achieved by doing things like delegating jobs to students on a rotational basis, the use of cooperative learning strategies within group work, and developing buddy systems to provide peer support for Tom. Harrison, McDevitt and Ormrod. The mesosystem in Bronfenbrenner's model refers to the similarities or differences between the different settings Tom finds himself in. Bowes et al. The mesosystem either supports or challenges Tom's beliefs about how the world functions. If he has been able to exert a lot of authority at home, he will find some concepts found in a democratic classroom, such as sharing or taking turns, somewhat challenging. Egan and Kowchak. Exclusion may result due to prejudice being present in the attitudes of those who come into contact with Tom. His teacher will have to address this inequality by firstly maintaining a view that does not place Tom at a deficit, and secondly adopting the tenets found in a multicultural approach to education, Nieto. The exosystem refers to the connections between 2 or more of the influences found in the social ecology model, such as extended family, neighbours, friends, even mass media and social welfare services, Bowes et al. The exosystem does not directly influence Tom. However, because of the relationship of this system with his mother, he will inevitably be influenced. It is possible for institutionalized racism to be present in some of the social welfare services Tom's mother has dealings with, and these experiences also negatively impact upon Tom. Harrison. An endeavour to increase trust for Tom's mother could see her invited to Tom's classroom to participate in and share with the learning that Tom is undertaking in an effort to help her regain some trust in institutions such as school. The macro system is the slowly but ever-changing context that undergirds all the other spheres of influence over Tom. In what is known as the trickle-down effect, the impact the macro system has upon an individual will affect, via attitudes and ideologies, how everyone participates in the culture. Bose et al. It will see stereotypes generated, upheld, or confronted. The culture Tom grows in will determine to a degree how successful he will be in an educational setting. However, one cannot underestimate the power of a passionate teacher in shaping the life of a child. As Tom becomes older, absenteeism can become a major issue as a result of enduring racist slurs in the schoolyard. Brady and Kennedy. The cultural difference here, a socially constructed practice, can result in disadvantage which needs to be addressed to prevent a miscarriage of social justice. Brady and Kennedy. Equity means that all students must be given the possibility of achieving an equality of outcomes. Nieto. In the classroom, teachers provide an equitable education to all students with no bias toward any particular child. Nieto. The quality of education cannot be influenced by factors such as socio-economic status, race, religion, or gender. Equality ensures that the same opportunities are provided for all children, and this will not necessarily appear as the same process for all children. Some will require extra assistance. Smith. Equality ensures all children are given an equal opportunity to succeed. Equity is the process, equality is the result. Nieto. Social justice is defined by Nieto as a philosophy, an approach, and actions that embody treating all people with fairness, respect, dignity, and generosity. Schools are considered to be key agents of social justice. Smith. In order to reduce inequality, a justice as equity approach should be taken. Smith. The basis is that not all students are the same, and as such, Rawls, as cited in Smith, posits the merits of a liberal egalitarian view of justice. This view sees every person due access to the most equal basic liberties, and in order to achieve this, some members of society, mostly those from the least advantaged backgrounds, require more assistance in the classroom. At all times, one must abstain from a blame the victim approach. Eckermann. Quality teaching is required to help Tom succeed at school. Arrasey. Teachers must believe in their children, and through the process of respecting students and creating an encouraging learning environment, the teacher's attitude is the greatest asset in the classroom. Woolfolk. Holt, as cited in Marsh, states the 3 R's for Indigenous students such as Tom are respect, responsibility, and resilience.